Hello, everybody. I believe we are live. Yes, we are. This is the first time I've been live post-hockey game in 4 months. This is the first hockey game in 4 months. Well, the second hockey game, actually. Earlier, it was Penguins and Flyers. Flyers ended up winning 3-2 in overtime after the Penguins came back late. And congratulations to the Flyers and Penguins for starting us up with the playoffs, technically. Well, the exhibition games. Sup? Hey, Nick Allen. Nick Allen, welcome, man. Sorry you're just not the better team. Hey, no worries, man. It's all fine. Just because you don't think we have the better team, it's fine. You know, just because the Leafs got lucky tonight, it's perfectly fine. As you guys might notice, there's no board. I have a printer. I have some Timbits. I have a lamp. I have a guitar, and I have a chair, but I don't have my board. It's because I cannot find my board right now. I know it's in a box that I have here, and I decided not to get it. It's one game, probably won't have been worth it anyways, to just write Tatar 1-0-1 and just write 1 for everyone else. But playoffs will be different. I will try and get I will definitely try and get the board for the playoffs. I'm not sure if I want to use the dono board and take off the donos. I'll probably just use my normal small-ass little board. By the way, guys, please let me know, how does it sound and how does it look? I would love that if you guys could let me know how it sounds and how it looks. I know it probably sounds decent. I want to know how it looks, though, because I've had really bad Wi-Fi issues lately. Canadians could beat the Pens. Anything can happen. Columbus could sweep Toronto, or Toronto could end up winning in 5. Habs could end up getting swept, or they could end up winning in 5. There's so many different types of variables that come into play. Though if certain members of the Canadiens played the way they did tonight, it's not looking like that, and we'll get to that. Bruins in 7 again. Greedo, I wouldn't put it past the Bruins to come out against the Leafs if the Leafs win against the Blue Jackets. I feel like the Habs could, but if the Leafs do beat the Blue Jackets, I could honestly see it being a 7-game series again, honestly. But yeah, I do also think the Habs can push it to 5 games. I do think the Habs do have what it takes to potentially push the Penguins to 5 games, even if they do end up losing. I would more than likely be incredibly proud of them for pushing the Penguins to 5 games. My apologies. Just want to move the mic a little bit closer so you guys can hear me a little better, more than likely. But I do think the Habs, even if they end up losing, I do think they could push the series to 5. And thankfully, even if we do lose, it doesn't matter if it's in 3 or 5 because we still have a 100% chance of getting Alexis Lafreniere. So, yeah. Yeah, we beat them once really badly this year. It wasn't the game that we broke Yari's shutout streak like 2 minutes after he got the all-time the all-time Penguins shutout record, and then we scored like 2 quick ones and like 2 minutes after he broke the record, which nice of us to at least let him get the record first. If we scored on him with like a second left, by the way, in that game, that would have been hilarious. But yeah, there was a game where we beat the Penguins. It was like 4-1. It was like, damn, we could definitely do something this year. And then we ended up missing, and then COVID and happened, and all of a sudden we're in. So I'm kind of happy about that. Kate Berry, hello there. Kate, how's it going? But exactly, yeah, we got to play smarter, not harder, Greedo. I agree. We can't go into the Penguins and what they have with Malkin and Jack Johnson, if they even have Jack Johnson. Do they have Jack Johnson still? I forget. But we can't go into a hard physical matchup with them. That, in my opinion, is why the fourth line of Weiss, Domi, and Wheel is not going to work, because they did have some good chances, and I will get to them in a little bit. But that's why, in my opinion, I don't think that fourth line of Wheel, Domi, and Weiss is going to work. Despite them having some good chances, I feel like they are more of kind of a physical type of line at that point. Like, first off, Domi on the fourth line, I understand they probably want to just like keep him safe and not put him out there for 20 minutes a night, and they just want to kind of limit his ice time because of his diabetes, and I do respect that. But if he does want to play him third or second line minutes. Play him where Drouin is. Domi, Suzuki, and Armia had such damn good chemistry this year. They played phenomenal. Suzuki, and especially Domi, those two together, they played really good. And Armia adding to that line played really good as well. Put Drouin on the fourth line. like honestly, Drouin, since he had 0 points in the like I think it was the 9 or 10 games after he got injured and he came back, got injured again, and then came back again. Like he scored 0 points. Put him on the fourth line. Don't punish Domi. Like, oh, we need a grit line. We Domi and Wheel. You know, it's like no, okay. Well, Domi played with Suzuki and Armia. Put him up there. But I do understand that they do want to put him on the fourth line because of his diabetes. More than likely, I'd assume that's what it is. And it's like, hey, all right, we can form a grit line here. And I respect them for wanting to keep Domi safe. But if he wants to play, I do think playing top 6 minutes would be the best option for us. But I do agree with you, Greedo. We do have to play smarter, not harder, because we have guys that are really good and have a great sense of hockey and where the puck is. Oh, did I say Sherratt, Wheel, and Byron? Oh, no, Nick. Oh, that's what you're suggesting. I'll get to that in just a second, Nick Allen. But I do agree with you, Greedo. We do have to play smarter, not harder. We do have guys that are really knowledgeable in the puck and are incredibly smart. Obviously not like Crosby or Gensel or Malkin levels of being like knowing exactly where the puck is at every moment. Like we have guys that can go at the puck and that are really good guys that can score when they have to, in my opinion. But Kate, I did see your Penguins lost to the Flyers. Thankfully, it was only in overtime. They did not lose in regulation, so they at least got a point out of it, even though points don't matter just yet, and the Penguins aren't even in the plan. Whatever. They got a point, technically. Nordic! My boy, Nordic. Welcome to the chat, man. Hope you're doing good. I got to get to these. Yeah, Domi, a fourth liner. That's nuts. Yeah, Nick Allen, exactly. The Penguins cannot play badly. Like, they were risking falling maybe to a wild card. Like, I think the Rangers could have potentially overtaken them for third in the division, and the Penguins could have fallen back to a wild card, which in my opinion probably would have helped them, if anything. But yeah, they played really bad the last 3 weeks of the year, and it kind of followed through into this game against the Flyers, which I'll just get into really quick. I do want to get into the Habs game because I don't want to be up here any longer than an hour, but knowing me, I probably will be. I'll turn to John and start streaming for like 8 hours a day. Jesus. He's crazy for doing that. Like, Jesus. But yeah, I do think the Penguins played terribly. The Habs need to definitely capitalize on that. Did Harry shave? Kate, no, I did not shave. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did shave when I first moved in, but it has grown back. But I did get a haircut. Oh, great. We got no viewers. Awesome. Everyone's probably over to John's stream. Rip. But yeah, I will do a quick little 360 on camera. Probably does not look that great. But I did get a haircut. So, Kate, thank you for noticing. But it does bite us in the ass having Domi in the fourth line. Greedo, I do agree. Yeah, exactly. Byron, Domi, Tatar, and Sherratt on paper, don't stand a chance against the Penguins. But keep in mind, paper and reality are two completely different things. The season and the playoffs are two completely different things. The Penguins took the season series, I think it was 2-1 against us, or I think it was 3-1, something like that, 2-1, 3-1. All I know is that we for sure only won one of the games, one of the 3 or 4 games we had against the Pens this year. So theoretically, if we're going off the season series, okay, then Penguins in 4. But, like I said, regular season, postseason, completely different things. We could end up sweeping the Pens somehow if they play as flat as they did today and got lucky with some bounces. And the Flyers did get lucky as well. No, yeah, that's what I should mean. If they play as sloppy as they did, Malkin turning over the puck really, really shocking with the 20 seconds left. That gave the Flyers the 2-1 lead. But, yeah. Devin's Vlogs, welcome, man. It was definitely a tough loss for sure. Sherratt, Wheel, and Byron line. I mean, that would be interesting, moving Sherratt from the defense to the forward position on the third line. That definitely would be interesting, moving Sherratt, because that would put Cale Fleury up into the lineup, which I would be really, really excited for because I love Cale Fleury. He played great in his call-up last year, and then he got sent down. And I was like, damn, you know. But I do think a line of Sherratt, Wheel, and Byron could possibly work. You know, if you want to move Sherratt to the forward group, which would be interesting, could potentially pull a Bufflin where he goes. Well, except I think Bufflin went from right wing to defense, yeah, and then Brent Burns went from right wing to defense because he's offensive. He's an offensive guy, so naturally he'd want to go to the defense. But whatever. But yeah, I mean, you never know. Sherratt could pull a Bufflin or a Burns, switch from defense to a forward. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, Devin Zavaga was a tough loss. So I will get into the game now. The lineups, as you guys probably saw, they were Tatar, Dano, Gallagher, which was the beautiful, perfect first line that we had pretty much all season except when Gally and Tatar got hurt. Let's go, Pens. Hell yeah. Brendan, the Maple Leafs did win. Congratulations to the Maple Leafs. Morgan Riley had an insane 3 points. I'll say it now. And Kerfoot with 2 goals. Both of them shorthanded? No, I think... Yeah, I think he scored back-to-back goals. So, yeah, it wasn't 2 consecutive shorthanded goals. But definitely congratulations to the Leafs on the victory tonight. They definitely earned it. But, right, dude, Big L for sure, man. Second line was Drouin, Suzuki, Armia. Third line was Byron, Kotkaniemi, Lehkonen. Fourth was Weiss, Domi, Wheel. And Bizzle, Alex Bizzle was the fifth line. That's right. I guess he was the guy that could come in anytime he wanted. Not anytime he wanted, obviously, but he could come in kind of like, okay, get Byron and Kotkaniemi out there and put Beisel, Alex Beisel, I think it's Beisel, put Beisel out there with them, so Beisel was kind of the wild card in that situation. And then on the defensive was Sherrod Weber, Kulak Petrie, Ouellette Mete, and Cale Fleury. So Fleury did get some ice time tonight, which I'm really happy for him. I did love Fleury in his call-up. And then obviously Price was starting. Lindgren was his backup, which was really, really surprising that, A, they didn't switch mid-game to put Lindgren in, or they didn't roll with Price, Lindgren, and Primo, give them each, say, a period to try out what they would be doing, which was, again, really surprising they didn't do that. But Price did play the whole game, so I am assuming they are more than likely sticking with Price throughout the whole playoffs or plans and potentially playoffs. So, yeah. So the face-off was taken at around, I want to say it was about 8:10, 8:15, let's say 8:12 maybe. And it was won by the Leafs 33 seconds in. And Ilya Mikheyev, as I like to call him, Ilya Mikheyev scored. He scored 33 seconds in, and the Leafs went up 1-0 early in the exhibition game. I was very happy for him looking back at it now because it was his first game since December when he got his lacerated his wrist injury. Let's Hockey, how's it going? Let's Hockey. Hope you enjoyed the game tonight, even though we did unfortunately end up losing. And I actually called this. I was like, you know what? It's exhibition. I guarantee one of these games is going to open with first shot, first goal. And how did I know it was going to be Habs and Leafs? But yeah, both teams were looking sloppy early on in the first. It was plenty turnovers. It was kind of expected. These teams hadn't played in 4 months or hadn't played an actual hockey game in 4 months, so it was kind of expected out of every team pretty much. Is that it's either going to be blowouts or plenty goals or just a lot of sloppy play, which it was a lot of sloppy playing tonight, which, like I said, it's exhibition, so it doesn't really matter, but it does matter because if the Habs play like this, then they're going to be screwed against Pittsburgh. Drouin got a really good breakaway, a really close kind of breakaway, but he shot it right across the goal line, could have tied it up. There was a really good chance. I'm a Toronto fan. Hey, Brendan, you know what? I'm kind of a Toronto fan as well. Big Blue Jays fan, big Raptors fan, kind of a Leafs fan. So you know what? I'm right there with you. The Habs got the first penalty, wheeled to the box on a blatant slash. There's really no defending that after the Habs. Leafs aren't able to score. Price made a really good save during the PK, though, and the Habs were 1-for-1 on the PK. The Habs got a great breakaway from what looked like Byron. I don't think it was Byron, but it looked like him. Just couldn't score on it, though. Unfortunately, he tied the game, but he did have a really good chance there. Hell yeah, Raptors are the best, man. Reigning NBA champs. The Habs were starting to play better, and they seemed to be kind of caring about the game at that point. The Habs did get a power play. It was a tripping call on Jake Muzzin. Habs were not able to capitalize, but they did have some pretty good chances. Weber didn't look like himself, though. He missed a big slap shot from the point, and he turned the puck over a few times. He just looked like either he didn't care or he didn't want to be at the exhibition, which was weird, but I do understand they did have to play him since he's kind of our best defenseman. So, yeah. The Canadiens were starting to work a little harder and faster. They kind of knew they had to play like they were against the Penguins already, which It kind of did sometimes and kind of didn't other times. Jerome was looking really damn solid about halfway through the first. I was really impressed by him and really happy he seemed to be doing pretty good. But then there was a penalty against the Canadiens with about 5.2 left in the first. Pretty much did it for the first period. End of the first, Leafs led 1-0. And shots were 9 apiece. I think that Weber played really bad. Yeah, let's hockey. Me too. Weber turned the puck over a bunch tonight. It just didn't look like he cared all too much. Yeah, he just had a really, really bad game tonight, and I hope he's able to smarten up before the game against game one before game one against the Penguins on the first. Which yeah, hopefully I'm able to get video. Hopefully I'm able to get Bell hooked up in my room before then, because yeah. I bet Raptors are going to win another. I think so too, Brennan. I think so too. Habs lose. Sad McDry. Hey, Spotlight. Welcome back, man. And Harry with a new haircut. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for noticing. Awesome haircut, by the way. Let's hockey. Thank you very much. I kind of went with the if you guys know John Cena, I kind of went with John Cena from 2 years ago where he had the little bit of the swoop here and got the side short. Kind of went with that. I just got it kind of medium length on the top. My hair was fucking running wild before my haircut. So, yeah. Habs started the period on the penalty kill, but they were able to kill it off 2 for 2 on the PK. And then Frederic Gauthier, who's John Cena McDry, you would know John Cena if you could see him, man. But Frederic Gauthier drilled Alex Bezel, and there was somehow no penalty on the play. Honestly, there should have been a penalty to Gauthier on that. I think it looked like it was a dangerous hit, and hopefully Bezel was fine after that. Brendan Gallagher got called for a very iffy look at the high sticking call. I don't often say the refs are in the wrong, and I'm not even saying the refs are in the wrong. I understand split second. Oh, looks like a high sticking. Got to call it, But excuse me. But I do understand why the refs called it as a high sticking. The Habs were able to kill it off after some good chances, and they were 0 for 2 then on the power play, right? 0 for 2? Yeah. Oh, God. My apologies. All right, we're back. My apologies. Gotta love being at a new place and getting allergies every single day. Big hit. Yeah, it was a big hit by the Leafs for sure. That Gauthier Bizzle, however the hell he say his name. Big hit on him for sure. And then I found out through John Hot Take Hockey. If you don't know him, go check him out, please. Leafs legends Marty Marincin and Cody Ceci were put on the ice together, and of course it led to a penalty. Paul Byron got hooked down on a breakaway. Probably should have been a penalty shot, but I was happy with at least a power play, which we did get. And then Kerfoot, shorthanded, scores to make it 2-0. Weber just lets him walk in off a rebounded shot and scores. Weber is a defensive liability in this game. And I put, what a shocker, Leafs call it the PP. We're 0 for 2 on the power play. I think at that point we were 0 for 3. But, yeah. Good job. Good job, Weber. For the first time, I'm not saying good job, Price. Habs are really starting to play kind of well after that, but they're starting to get some kicking on them, but they were also looking sloppy. Like, they were starting to look good, and then they looked sloppy. It was kind of off and on for them. I'm a Winnipeg Jets fan too. Hey, hell yeah, let's go. I'm personally not a big fan of the Jets, but you know what? Hey, I allow anybody that's a fan of any hockey team or any team in general on the channel, man. I won't discriminate against any of them unless you decide to be an asshole or anything, which in that case you get the ban. But Brandon, you seem pretty cool, and hope to have you around. Hope you sub and like the video if you're enjoying the content, man. Dale Weiss missed a perfect empty netter, and to possibly get the Habs back into the game. It was a perfect pass from Domi on that, which looking back, it does suck. It looked like Weiss did get all of it, but it just went wide. It literally was like, post is here, puck went like right by the post. It just scraped by it, unfortunately. That could have gotten us back in the game, but the Habs did go back to the power play. It looked like it was a hooking call. I didn't catch who it was on. The Habs looked somewhat good on it, but they just couldn't score. They were 0 for 3 or 4 at that point on the power play. And then we scored. C'est le but. Tomas Tatar scored from Nick Suzuki to make it a 2-1 game, just like that, with a beautiful, pretty much an empty netter to show we how it's done, as I'm gonna say. Jake17, hello there, Jake17, how you doing, man? I think Toronto's gonna win the cup. Hey, Brendan, you never know. Toronto could end up winning the cup, or they could get swept by Columbus. Could be somewhere in the middle. You never know, man. But I would like to see Toronto win the cup. I would love to see, obviously, the Montreal Canadiens win a cup, since they are my team. But it could happen. Sub for sub. Hey, Jake, I don't do sub for sub, man. Unless I enjoy your content, which in that case I do sub for sub. But yeah, I'm not big into the sub for sub game anymore, man. Go Canucks, go! Hell yeah, man! Go Canucks, go! I got them beating the Wild, and I think it's 4. And I could see them going on a run, man. I could see the Canucks going on a run. With 22 seconds left in the second period, then at that point, Price kind of screwed us over again. Kerfoot tipped in a shot from Morgan Riley, and it was 3-1 Leafs at that point. So Kerfoot with his second of the game, and I thought, well, of course, why not? There's going to be there's going to be a hat trick, and it's not going to be for the Habs. End of the second period, then it was 3-1 Leafs. Shots for 17 apiece at that point. Thanks. Hey, thank you for subbing, Jake, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm a Montreal fan too. I like alpacas. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for subbing. I appreciate it, man. The Habs were looking really good early on in the third period. They were starting to control the game, and it looked like comeback could be in order. And I was kind of right, because we scored. It was a goal from everyone's favorite corn from bar down, lookalike Paul Byron, who made it a 3-2 Leafs game so far. I didn't catch who it was assisted by, unfortunately. But I put the Habs could be back in this game. Price didn't play well. Yeah, emo kid, I do agree. Price made a few good saves, but he generally just did not play all that great. He let in quite a few really soft goals, and one I'm about to get into, actually. Yeah, Montreal loses to Toronto, unfortunately, this game, Brennan. But if we're talking playoffs, I'd watch. Brendan, thank you for the sub, man. Canucks were playing amazing this season, except when Markstrom was out, and even when Markstrom came back after his father passed away, then they weren't playing that great. But before that, they were really playing good. Toffoli, Miller, Pedersen, Besser, Hughes, Jesus, like Tanev even, they were all playing pretty damn good. And they had the depth. Virtanen, I think, is going to step up these playoffs. And thank you for liking the video as well, Brendan. If you guys are enjoying the content, by the way, hit the sub button and hit the like button. You will not regret it, I don't think. Bryce didn't play well. He made like one mistake while the other players messed up a lot. I don't know. I mean, Price, first off, he did kind of turn over the puck a few times. I've never really liked watching Price play the puck, just because, like, any of those, he's kind of a wild card when he plays the puck. He could either send it halfway down the ice for a breakaway. He could either send it halfway down the ice for a breakaway and help ball Byron. He could either help ball Byron score, or he can end up turning it over to Austin Matthews, who scores on a wide open empty net. You know. What do you think of the Bizzle situation? What's the Bizzle situation? Let's hockey. Are you talking about the Gauthier hit? The Gauthier hit? Because I talked about that. That should have been a penalty. But is there something else going on with Bizzle? Did he post something on like Twitter? What's going on with Bizzle? If you could let me know, that'd be great. But yeah, they were not playing good because Markstrom. Exactly, yeah, they weren't playing good because Markstrom. Just because of his dad's passing, when he came back, he really wasn't himself, and I do commend him definitely for coming back to the Canucks when he wasn't ready. But I do think it probably would have been a little bit better if he had taken a little more time off to heal and whatnot from his father's passing. But I do respect him for coming back as soon as he did. And who knows, maybe him coming back and playing was his way of coping. You know, you never know. I mean, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. If it was, then definitely it was best for him. Oh wow, I didn't. Oh, it wasn't Gauthier. It was Muzzin. Oh wow, he was out for the rest of the game. Oh, okay. So if it was Muzzin, then yeah, honestly, that was like I said, it was definitely a scary hit. He really hit hard into the boards. I feel like maybe it could be suspendable. I don't think it will be, but I feel like it could maybe be suspendable. But yeah, Jake Muzzin hitting Alex Bezel was definitely iffy. I did think it was Gauthier, but if it was Muzzin, it was definitely an iffy situation. I don't think Muzzin really intended to hurt him. I think he just intended to knock Bezel off the puck and not allow him to score. But yeah, he definitely came in very aggressively, and I do hope Bezel well. I hope he is able to come back for the play-ins if he is healthy and if he is safe. But if not, then yeah, Muzzin, honestly, I do think maybe should be suspended for the hit. But I'll have to go back and look at it a few more times. I feel like Price is one of the best goalies when it comes to playing the puck with the stick. For me, like I said, he's a big wild card. You know, he could either be one of the best puck handlers and send it down the ice for a breakaway, or like I said, where I've seen it a lot of times where he's played the puck to the wrong team and it ends up in his own net and costing us a goal and costing him points in his play, his goals against average and his save percentage. You know, but Price I do think is a wild card. He is definitely better than a lot of goaltenders, but I don't necessarily think he's one of the best. You're a real hockey fan because you're nice to Canucks and you respect all teams. Hey, Jake, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't discriminate against any teams. Even as a Habs fan, I don't discriminate against the Bruins or the Leafs. You know, like if you're a fan of the Bruins or Leafs, hey, as long as you're chill, I'm fine with that, man. You know, if you come in saying, oh, Habs suck, you know, Bruins have ruled them forever, or you're just calling me an asshole or something, then it's like, get out of here, you know. But you know, if you're nice, like, hey, I'm a Bruins fan, but you know what? I respect your analysis. And it's like, hey, hell yeah, let's go, man. Best of hockey. Welcome to the stream, man. 10 likes. Thank you guys, by the way. That's awesome. But Jake, thank you. I appreciate you calling me a real hockey fan. I appreciate that. And hell yeah, like I said, nice to all teams. I respect all teams, definitely. But yeah, the Habs immediately after the goal. Oh, okay. Oh, the connection's unstable. Can you guys still see me? Can you guys still hear me? Oh, there we go. We're back. My apologies. My Wi-Fi is absolute garbage. Do you think Price is still up there with the best goalies? Absolutely not. Alpacas. Personally, I see Price as, I don't necessarily washed up, but I do think he has absolutely fallen from grace from where he was in 2014. I do think once we paid him that $10 million, that $10.5 million, he just started playing like crap. I think if we had either let Price go to free agency and signed Halak instead, or if we had said, hey, no, Price, nope, we want to give you $8 million for 2 years, prove us you're worth the $10.5 million, then we'll pay you, then it would have been like, okay, he probably would have played really good, and you never know. But I don't think he's up there with the best goaltenders. Let's hockey. I'll see you, man. Go Habs, go for sure. Thank you. I greatly appreciate the kind words. I will definitely keep up the Habs live streams. I will be streaming after games 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 and 5 if needed of the Habs playing series. And if we end up getting past the Penguins and beating them, I will be streaming for or after every game recapping. I will have my board for sure. Jake, thank you. I do appreciate it. I do think the Habs are underrated as well. Literally, it seems like everyone except for me have the Penguins beating the Canadiens. But I definitely think that the Canadiens have a really good chance of beating the Penguins, especially if Price is somehow able to play like 2014 Price. We get our defensive issues cleared up, and we have guys that are able to shoot the puck and actually score instead of getting 29 shots and only scoring twice. But thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. Slapshot Jack, how's it going, man? How's it going? I appreciate you coming by the stream, man. But we went back to the power play with 10:57 left, and there was another shorthanded goal. Off the wall hockey lost his power. Oh no, what happened to off the wall hockey, man? What happened to off the wall? Penguins are overrated. I wouldn't necessarily say the Penguins are overrated. I just think they're kind of, I guess technically a little bit they are underrated, but they definitely do have the power to be underestimated. Keep in mind, like, our defense and offense is pretty good too, baby. Yeah, exactly. Like, in my opinion, Alpacas, our offense is really good. Tatar, Suzuki, Gallagher, Deneau, Domi, Armia, Lehkonen, Kotkaniemi, even arguably Drouin, if he gets his shit together. That is a really solid. And I think Suzuki and Domi have the potential to be massive star players. But I think especially Cole Caulfield, once he comes up, could be a big star player. And our defense is pretty solid. We have Weber and Petrie, even though they are kind of defensively inconsistent. We do have Cale Fleury, Victor Mente, Romanov, who's going to be coming up, Brook, and Juleson, who could potentially come up. So our defense is really good. It really just depends on goaltending. If Caden Primo starts to play good. I wasn't able to stream today due to work. Slapshot. I'm really sorry, man. I'm really sorry to hear you weren't able to stream today. But you know what? Hey, if you're here, man, hopefully I'm able to help cheer you up somehow by telling you that the Canadiens got the shit beat out of them by the Leafs. I don't know if you're a Habs fan. I forget if you're a Leafs fan. I think you're a Bruins fan. So you're probably happy to hear the Leafs beat us. Toronto lost to Boston Game 7. Yep. 5-4. Brendan. Yep. Don't remind me, man. But it was another shorthanded goal, the second shorthanded goal of the game, and I believe the second shorthanded goal of the day, of the night so far. I don't know how the Oilers and Canucks Flames are doing right now. Sorry, the Oilers and Flames. Both are okay teams. Hey, thank you, Slapshot Jack. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I don't know how the Flames and Oilers are doing right now. Last I saw, Oilers were up 1-0, and the shots were I think 6-2 for the Oilers. But Morgan Riley scored on a wide open net. Price was nowhere to be found on that. He made the initial save. He just left the wide open net available. Weber's on the other side trying to protect his man because he knows, hey, if I go over to Riley, it's a pass over and it's a wide open net. There was too many 2-on-1s that we allowed this game. Even if we played iffy, even if we did play iffy, we allowed too many 2-on-1s. Definitely too many 2-on-1s. Petrie's very calm on the puck. He makes good plays more often than not. Yeah, I do agree with you, Paka, in that regard. He is calm on the puck, and it could arguably be a criticism that, he's calm. He doesn't play it aggressively. But no, that's good. I like that. He's calm. Takes his time making a play. He tries to see who's open and whatnot. He makes those good plays. And he does definitely make good plays more often than not, at least from what I've seen. But he is a little defensively inconsistent, and I would not be surprised if we do end up trading him. Even though I wouldn't want us to trade him, I would rather him not retire as a Hab. Well, I guess retiring as a Hab would be fine if he takes a pay cut, but I would be fine with us riding out the end of his contract. And depending if we're on a playoff spot or not at the playoffs next year, or at the trade deadline next year, trading him off, if we're in the playoffs, then don't trade him off, obviously. But him and Tatar would be guys I could see us trading at the deadline if we're not in a playoff spot. Gotta go. Sorry. Hey, Jake 17, no worries, man. Hey, Harry, damn red jersey, never gets old. Yeah, Randy, honestly, really damn good sweater. Love this one, man. I love this jersey. Even though it is the losing jersey, it's might be my favorite of the two that I have between the red and white. But yeah, never gets old. I've had to wear it 41 times now, I think, for a stream. No, 39? 40 times, I think, actually. No, 48, I think. Somewhere in the 40s. But, yeah, Tavares is a Maple Leaf, Brendan, definitely. And I think he might retire as a Maple Leaf. Couldn't even watch the game due to the back. Damn, that sucks, man. Oh, yeah, you're a Nashville fan. You're a Nashville fan. I forgot that, man. I like the fact that the New Jersey. Yeah, Slapshot. I do like that as well. I do like it does have the LNH logo on it. I do wish you had the option to put either the LNH or the NHL, but it doesn't really matter. It's such a small detail that you only notice if you really look at it like, hey, that's the LNH logo, But if you're just looking at, oh, cool, we got the NHL logo, blah, 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 you're not going to notice it for the most part, I don't think. But Slapshot, that sucks. I don't like the blackout restrictions. I don't get why they have them even. Like, I understand if maybe 1 or 2 games a year, it's like, damn it, we can't license it to this area for whatever reason. But, like, come on. Like, NHL Network, figure out your shit. That's why I prefer watching on hockey.tv, man. But, yeah. So, Price was nowhere to be found. That's 2 shorthanded goals allowed. And it's 4-2 Leafs. Huh? And that pretty much did it. The rest of the game, the Habs were playing decent. They were getting shots on Freddie Anderson that just couldn't go in. Got a couple really, really solid chances. Like I said, they just couldn't go in. Yeah, like it'll back me out for games. That's really weird. Blacks you out for games even on the West Coast. I have no clue why it does that, and that sucks. But hopefully next year you're able to get the games, man. I would assume the NHL Network is going to either go down in price or the NHL is going to allow you to watch games. Going to allow you to watch the thing you paid them to watch. So, yeah. But like I said, that did it. Habs got some really good chances on Anderson. They just wouldn't go in, unfortunately. The Leafs, I have a Matthews jersey. Hey, Brendan, that is really awesome. I've been really meaning to get a Toronto jersey. Toronto, Vegas, Rangers, arguably Flyers, Bruins, and obviously the Kraken once they come into the league. Those are at the top of my list right now to get jerseys for, personally. But, yeah, the Habs pulled Price with about just over a minute left. It's on occasion it does, but usually, hey, that's dope, Brennan, Jack, that Slapshot Jack, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad it does. Usually you'll watch. That does suck. It happens on occasion, though. That really sucks. And it seems to be the games that you want to watch the most that aren't your team. It lets you do. It does that for you, which sucks. But yeah, Bryce was pulled. Leafs somehow didn't score. They had a really good chance with like a second left. But I forget if it was Kerfoot. Whoever it was just didn't shoot. They just wanted to run out the clock. And yeah, final scores 4-2 Leafs. Shots were 29-22 Habs. We scored on 2 of our 29 shots. Leafs scored 4 on 22. Carey Price made 18 saves. Anderson made 27. Price needs to make more saves, and we need to score more goals if we're going to beat Pittsburgh. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. Unless you guys got any comments or questions or whatnot, I am going to. If you guys want, I can raid someone to end the stream. Actually, to end the stream, I can hit up a raid. I think it's actually starting to rain a little bit, so my Wi-Fi might go out. So I think it is probably best. Yeah, Pittsburgh did lose today, Slapshot Jack. Pittsburgh lost to the Flyers. I did see that. I watched a good portion of the game. I think I tuned out during the third just because me and my family went to go get ice cream. Missed the third and overtime, unfortunately. But I did go back and watch. Flyers did win in overtime. Good job, Scott Lawton, for the overtime winner, which was a really good goal. But yeah, the Flyers did win, beat the Penguins. So I'm not sure what that does about the playoff series, about the play-in series. If we're both losing, if we both lost, my brother's happy about that. Oh, your brother's a Flyers fan, or is he a Habs fan that just was really happy that the Canadiens won, or that the Canadiens won, that the Penguins lost? I like Malkin is underrated in OT. Yeah, Brennan, exactly. They did win in OT. Alpacas, definitely Malkin is heavily underrated. In my opinion, if either Crosby wasn't in Pittsburgh or Malkin was somewhere else, he'd easily be a superstar, big face of the franchise. Malkin is one of those guys that is just a fantastic player, probably still top 5 in the league, arguably, along with Crosby. And if he was anywhere else, he would easily be the face of the franchise. If he was in Montreal, which I would love Malkin in Montreal, if he was in Montreal, he'd easily be the face of our franchise, first-line center. Like, come on. Like, Malkin is, in my opinion, definitely underrated. No, he just doesn't like the Penguins now? That's really weird. That is very weird. That's weird. Your brother just doesn't like the Penguins. But, I mean, hey, it's fine by me, you know. Like, hate and love whoever you want, man. When you're going live again. Brendan, I'm going live right after the Habs and Penguins game on August 1st, August 3rd and 5th, I think it is. But I'm going live after each game in the Canadiens playoff run. If they make a run to the playoffs, or if they're out in 3 in the plains, I'll be live after every single game there. So yeah, I think it's because, the 2017 finals is probably because of that. Yeah, probably because of the 2017 finals. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, Brendan and the rest of you guys watching, I am going live after every Habs games. Alpacas, I hope the Habs beat the Pens too, man. It would make for a great A, reaction video, and B, a great stream where I'm finally cheering for the Canadiens again, wearing the white jersey instead of the red losing jersey. Excuse me. And yeah, it would just be really, really fun to finally have the Canadiens winning a playoff series for the first time since 2015, I think it was, 2015 or 2014. Yeah, because then 2015 we beat the Sens first round and lost to the Lightning in the second round, I think it was. So, yeah. The Habs would be happy for sure. Glad to see the Habs lose. TBC, my boy, TBC. What are you? Oh, that hurt. Oh, my God. TBC, what are you doing here, man? You should be moderating John's stream. But, but seriously, glad to see you in here, TBC, man. I'm going to get out of here, guys, in just a second. I am going to raid someone very, very special. I'm very, very awesome. That may or may not have popped in the stream. I don't think he did, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite channel, but it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, anything else. My name is Harris. Subscribe to the Pop Club, subscribe to the H Club, subscribe to the Sub Hub. Matt, there's enough. I wanted your reaction to the first goal. Oh my God, TBC. Genuinely, I would have just been like I would have just been pissed. Like, I literally just went, hey, good job, Price. Good to see Price is back to his usual status of blowing girls. Blowing. I don't. I don't think Price does that. I I don't think Price does that. I don't think Price blows girls. Price blowing early leads, I should say. I wasn't really surprised though. Yeah. Yeah, that you guys do score a lot of goals on average, so I wouldn't be surprised to find out Price blowing getting the thank you, Brendan. I appreciate it. I was not really surprised to see Price allowing an early goal, especially on the first shot. But Price blows girls apparently. All right, let's get let's go. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna raid someone in a second. I'm just gonna do my outro real quick, and then I'll give a raid. So yeah, guys, thank you for liking. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and use a little bit to YouTube, Facebook, everything else. I just spit out complete gibberish. Thank you guys for the 12 likes, by the way, on the stream. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you. All right, I'm head back now since I got your reaction. Thank you, TVC. I appreciate it, man. It's bye, Slapshot Jack. Links in the description. My PayPal, my Twitter. My PayPal, my speed runs. I want to start speed running a lot more now. Now that COVID is kind of happening, so I want to start doing that on video. My PayPal, my Amazon wish list. PayPal donors are not refundable, so make sure you have the right amount. If you do decide to donate to me, you will get your name on the big ass donor board, which I don't have around me, unfortunately, to show off. Amazon wish list. If you want to send anything to me, it's greatly appreciated, of course. Though I would hold off for a bit just because I do want to get my like I want to get it set up like, okay, we are shipping to this address. Not this address, but the address we would be shipping to. My PayPal, my Twitter, my Twitch. I don't use Twitch at all right now. I'm not a big fan of Twitch at all. Twitter, I don't post on there often. I mostly just retweet Hot Take Hockey's streams when he comes out. I tweet once in a while, but yeah. And my letterbox in the description for rate and review movies. Very rarely I actually review them because I do want to save my reviews for the channel. But yeah, check it out if you want to know movies I love, unless you'd rather check out the video I made for Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be in my top 10 favorite movies of all time of 2019, or if you want to wait for the video at the end of the year this year, which may or may not be my top 100 favorite movies of all time of 2020. Check it out if you also want to know movies I hate, which I might do a video on that in the future. Who really knows? And to end the stream, guys, thank you so much. But guys, go raid Hot Take Hockey. I'm about to spam his link. Windy City Hockey, my boy coming in right at the last minute, guys. Go raid Hot Take Hockey. Say Harry Rice raid, guys. Go say Harry Rice raid. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Windy City, I'm sorry you popped in right at the last second, buddy. I just did the 40-minute review of the Habs game, but thank you for coming in, man. Yeah, guys, go check out Hot Take Hockey, Harry Rice raid. Just please, whatever you do not spam. Don't spam, and hashtag show the game, and Harry Rice raid. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice. Kaner playoff mullet Thursday. Windy City, go guys, go check out Windy City as well. He's gonna have the Kaner playoff mullet on Thursday, which is going to be absolutely nuts. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. It's greatly appreciated. Love every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream once again. I love you all. Please subscribe if you enjoy the content and hit the like button. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Peace. Go raid Hot Take Hockey, guys. Love you all. Thank you very much. I'm out. Peace.